Hi everyone, it is me Janelle and welcome to Beauty Trolleys. So guys, for today's vlog, I'll be sharing with you how I make my makeup last longer. You know what, in my profession, we always have to look good and presentable. It's actually part of our grooming standards and it's mandatory. So today, I'll be sharing with you how I make my makeup last longer. So please keep on watching. Alright guys, so I already washed my face, and before we begin with the step 1, you may still do your regular morning skincare routine. Okay? So, come on, let's begin. So, the step 1 would be is to use a moisturizer. So, but in my case, since hindi ako nag-moisturizer, I'm gonna use a sunscreen. So, this kind of sunscreen, there you go. It's very moisturizing, this sunscreen. So, this could be, used as a step 1. So, 1 pump and place it all over your face. There you go, even this. And then, there you go. Put the product all over your face, including your under eye and your lid. Pero, make sure na close your eyes para hindi mapasukan ng product yung eyes ninyo. That's what I do with the sunscreen. Syempre, if you're gonna use a moisturizer, up to here lang. Huwag mong lalagyan to. Kasi hindi siya pwedeng pumasok sa eyes pag moisturizer. Pag sunscreen, okay lang siya. Basta close your eyes, okay? And then, what I do, I pat it gently para properly absorb yung product. There you go. And then, pag dry na yung moisturizer natin or yung sunscreen natin, we may begin with the step 2. So now guys, we're gonna move to step 2. So the step 2 is to use a loose powder. So this is what I'm gonna use. Any loose powder would do, no? Kung ano yung favorite ninyong gamitin, ano yung available, that's okay. As long as it's a loose powder. And then, of course, gagamitan din natin siya ng brush. So, that's gonna be a loose powder and a brush. So, there. Huhulog pa. So, there. Put the loose powder all over your face. There you go. All over your face, including your eyes. There. So, pag finish ka na sa loose powder, okay, so the third step would be a face mist. So, ito yung ginagamit kong face mist. There. Then, let's mist our face. You know what? Ang bango talaga nitong face mist na to. It's actually a rose water face mist. So, what I also do, I pat it gently para ma-absorb din niya ng face ko yung mist. But, pag nagmamadali ako, nagpapaypay ako. So, pag nagmamadali ka, magpaypay kang mabilis, ganyan. Just kidding. So, basta make sure that, it's dry. Then, the fourth step would be a primer. So, ito yung ginagamit kong primer. It says here pore filler, but it's a primer. Yun lang talaga. Actually, it says here primer base. Okay. Then, you know what? Yung consistency kasi niya, it's not like a silicone consistency. So, what I do, it's a little bit thick. So, what I do, I rub it sa fingers ko. Then, before I put it on my face, like this. So again, put the primer all over your face as well. And then I also put primer here sa lid ko. And there, make sure na it's also fully absorbed by your face and na-spread mo siya evenly. Okay. The fifth and final step would be a foundation. So, yun yung fifth and final step natin, right? So, this is what I use. I always use. It's actually one of my favorites. So, let's make kalog, and then I'm gonna put little lang ha, since you know I'm not gonna go anywhere naman, sa bahay lang. So konti lang, pero you know kung ganong, it's up to you kung ganong karami, anong coverage yung gusto niyo. If you want it ano lang, light, medium, or full coverage, ganyan. So mine naman, since I'm just gonna stay here sa bahay, so little lang para I could show you lang the step by step, ha? So, there you go. There. Parang mo masyadong napakonti. Wait lang. And by the way pala, guys, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. So, you may use your fingers when applying foundation. Fingers, brush, or wet sponge. But, you know, in my case, I preferred wet sponge. Ito talaga yung forever and ever kong ginagamit with the foundation. Wet sponge. Kasi, feeling ko, sorry, na-cover ko ba? Ayan. Feeling ko kasi, mas maganda yung finish niya pag ginagamitan ko siya ng wet sponge. I'm not very much into full coverage foundation kasi. Gusto ko lang yung enough lang. If you don't have, you know, too much to cover naman, you don't need to put, you know, too much foundation. Kaya, it's always best to invest with a good skincare product. So wait lang ha. Let's make it even. And there you go. Pag nagpa-foundation din kayo, sama niyo yung neck ninyo like this. Ako, I also put some foundation sa ears ko para even yung color nila like that. 'Di ba? Para hindi magkaiba yung color ng face natin, ng neck natin, tsaka ng ears natin. Okay, so there you go. So the foundation would be our fifth and last step. So guys, after the foundation, you may now begin with your regular makeup routine. So doing this 5 steps, it would only take you 5 minutes. You know what is 5 minutes, right? Kung maglalast naman yung makeup natin. So guys, I'm gonna stop from here and then I'll be back in a while. So guys, I am back. As you can see, I have minimal makeup now para hindi ako mukhang maputla. And by the way, let's continue. So after the foundation, our fifth and final step, diba? I always put concealer because feeling ko kailangan ko siya. So I put concealer. Then after the concealer, you may put loose powder. Ako naman kasi, I really, you know, do loose powder after the concealer para mag-set yung foundation and the concealer. So if you do baking, you may do baking. Ako, sometimes I do it with the brush, the loose powder and the brush, or sometimes with the wet sponge, ididip ko siya ganyan, and then isi-set ko siya, yung foundation ko with the loose powder. And then after that, you may begin with your, you know, doing your eyebrows, your eyeshadow, etc., etc. I mean, that's how we do it naman if we wanna look made up, right? So pag okay ka na, feeling mo perfect na yung makeup mo, and then ang last step would be to use again, face mist. Kasi this one helps para mag-hold yung makeup mo. So, spray mo uli siya like this. And then let it dry. Do not pat it like this ha, kasi may makeup ka ni. So, spray ka lang and then just let it dry. Alright? And you know what? Since I started doing this kind of technique, it really lessened how much I do retouch. And, you know, as much as possible, I really don't want to put too much powder on my face kasi nakakaawa. Feeling ko, nakakaawa yung pores. So, if I feel like medyo oily na ako, I just grab a blotting paper o kaya oil control film like this. Tapos, blot ko lang siya to remove the oil on my face. And believe it or not ha, kaya niya without, you know, using a powder for 12 hours. Right? So, it really made my life easier. Sorry guys, meron tayong bisita. Nagpapakarga. But anyway guys, I also learned that kind of technique from somebody else and he's actually famous. He's a famous makeup artist, Hollywood makeup artist, and also a YouTuber. And I've been doing this kind of technique for a couple of years already and I am so happy na tinry ko siya. Kasi it really works. And yeah, you might wanna try it too. Baka mag-work for you. Right? Right? Right. So guys, that's about it for this vlog. I do hope that you've learned something today. And see you again on my next video. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching Beauty Trolleys. Bye!